Hi, and welcome again to part 2 of this book, Awaken the Giant Within Summary. And I hope you've had a good time. Hope you enjoyed part 1. If you've not yet listened to part 1, I urge you to go back and check that part first. And then we can continue with part 2. But it is your choice. You can begin with part 2 and then come back to part 1 and get that foundational masterpiece of this book. Now, for part 2, and us to start with some takeaways and the conclusions that we can make from the book. So I have 10 takeaways and conclusions that you can have and you will get from the book after reading it. So one of the takeaways and conclusions is that you hold the power to design your future. Your destiny is not predetermined. It is shaped by your choices, your beliefs, and your actions. You have the potential to achieve far more than you can ever think. So that is one of the takeaways. Number 2 is that you have to master your mind so that you can master your life. This is because your thoughts and emotions are the driving forces behind everything you do. Learn to control them and you can control your experiences. Number 3, another takeaway is pain and pleasure are tools, not masters. Pain and pleasure are tools, not masters. Whereby now here you should not fear pain. Use it to propel forward. Seek pleasure for growth and achievement, not temporary distractions. Number 4 is you have to challenge and refrain from limiting beliefs. Those negative thoughts holding you back, identify and challenge them. Replace them with empowering beliefs that fuel your potential. Number 5 is massive change is possible even now. That is another takeaway. Massive change is possible even now. Do not settle for gradual progress. Believe in the power of instant shifts and take massive action towards your goals. So you can have instant change right now. Do not always believe in being or waiting for the process. Now, number 6, another takeaway is clarity is power. Set clear goals, specific and measurable. Visualize your success and focus relentlessly on achieving it. Why? Because clarity is power. If you do not have smart goals, then you will not have clarity of what you are achieving. Takeaway number 7, always question everything, especially yourself. Question everything, especially yourself. Cultivate a curious mind. Ask powerful questions and challenge assumptions, and seek deeper understanding of yourself and the world. So the most important question to ask is to ask about yourself. Number 8, language shapes your reality is another takeaway that we can have from this book. Language shapes your reality. Choose empowering words and phrases. Speak positively about yourself and your future. Reframe challenges as opportunities. So the language, whatever you tell yourself, will always determine or shape your future. Your language shapes your reality. So the words that you keep telling yourself and the phrases that you keep using to yourself, they'll affect your thoughts and they'll affect your decisions. And definitely they'll shape the reality that you face. Number 9, own your story, choose your metaphor. It's another takeaway. Own your story, choose your metaphor. Life is like a narrative. It is not even like. Life is really a narrative. It is a story that you are always writing every day. So always take control of that story that you are writing. You tell yourself the story that maybe you've written before. Let you think about it. Choose metaphors that inspire and empower you. So what do you see yourself as? What do you talk yourself as? So those are the metaphors that you should always choose that empower you, because you are writing a story of your life, and those metaphors definitely, as we've said above there, your language is your reality. Even your metaphors is also your reality. Number 10 is contribution is the ultimate fulfillment. Apart from achieving everything that you desire, all your dreams, all your desires, remember you said in part 1 in the key ideas and arguments presented, that everything that you will ever achieve, the success that you so dream of achieving, it is not for personal gain. It is not for personal gain, because you'll never be fulfilled. True happiness comes from using your gifts to make a positive impact on the world, contribute to something bigger than yourself. Realize your gift, know your destiny, but then contribute to something bigger that will live beyond your grave. That is the only way that will be fulfilled, and that is one of the principles of purpose. A purpose, and I gave that a perfect example. A mango tree exists to give us nutrients. Apart from maybe the ecological balance and so on, one of the purposes of a mango tree is to produce mango fruits, which have seeds, of course, for the next generation. But those mango fruits, that mango tree does not feed on those mango fruits. It is not for itself, it is for the humanity, right? The same case applies to your gift, your purpose. It is one way knowing your gift and serving it and even achieving it as you desire, but it is also another way to serving it to the world. If you do not serve it to the world, you use it for personal gain, you'll never be fulfilled. You will always die feeling that there's something more you could have done. Your life will never have a fulfillment. So those are key takeaways that and conclusions that we can take from Awaken the Giant Within. Once again, very, very fast. Number one, we said you hold the power to design your life. Number two, master your mind, master your life. Number three, pain and pleasure are tools, not masters. Number four, challenge and refrain limiting beliefs. Number five, massive change is possible even now. Number six, clarity is power. Number seven, question everything, especially yourself. And number eight, change, that is languages shapes your reality. Number nine, own your story, choose your metaphor. And number 10, contribution is the ultimate fulfillment. Contribution is the ultimate fulfillment. Now, let me give you some of the comparison between this book, that is Awaken the Giant Within, and other books on the same subject. So Awaken the Giant Within is one of the most popular self-help books of all time, and you'll agree with that. And for a good reason, of course. It is a comprehensive and practical guide for personal development, covering a wide range of topics including beliefs, emotions, psychology, goals, and relationships. This book, I tell you, it is power-packed. It has everything that you can talk about, even physiology. In part 3, Anthony gives you practical exercises for your physical body, physiology, because he believes and he argues that body-mind connection is very key. Your decisions and your actions and your behaviors are linked, and they will be affected by your body, by your physical body. See that? So this book is power-packed. It has a wide range of topics, anything that you can think about: beliefs, emotions, psychology, goals, relationships, money. They are all under this one book. That's why it's a massive book. Now, Robbins' book is often compared to some other classic self-help books. There are so many classic self-help books, but just a few of them that maybe we can talk about in this summary includes The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Who has written that book? Let me see. Right, yeah, that is correct. Stephen Covey. And we also have another book, Think and Grow Rich. Let me see how far you've been reading books. Think and Grow Rich, written by who? Right, Napoleon Hill. So all these 3 books, that is this book now that we are summarizing, Awaken the Giant Within, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and Think and Grow Rich, all those 3 books teach us, or they teach you, let me talk to you, how to achieve your goals and live more fulfilling life. However, there are some key differences between the 3 of them. What are some of these differences? So the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People is more focused on developing good habits and building relationships. Think and Grow Rich, on the other hand, is focused on achieving financial success. Awaken the Giant Within takes a more holistic approach to personal development, covering all aspects of life. Remember, we began by saying that this book is carrying a lot, including emotions, beliefs, relationships, health, physiology, finances, So that's one of the differences that you can have with the 3 books. 7 Habits focuses on developing good habits and building relationships. Think and Grow Rich, from just the title, financial success. Awaken the giant within, that giant within you, every giant within you. And so it is, the book is giant. It is a giant book. You awaken everything, your finances, your emotions, your relationships, your health, etc. They are all under this one book. So that's one of the key differences between this book and the other 2. Another difference is that Robbins' book is much more motivational and inspiring in its tone. Remember, Tony Robbins is a motivational speaker and a life coach, of course. So if he uses a lot of personal stories and examples to illustrate his points, and he's not afraid to challenge you to step outside of your comfort zone. Overall, Awaken the Giant Within is a great choice for anyone such as you who is serious about personal development. Are you serious about your personal development? Right. This book is one of the books that you should have in your home library. It is one of the books that you should be having in your mobile phone or in your computer, because it is a comprehensive and practical guide to achieving your goals and living your best life. Well, when you go to our write-up of this summary, you'll find I'll give you a table that summarizes these 3 books better. Now, let me go to, remember in part 1 I gave you the target audience and intended readership of this book. But this book is really for everyone. This book is for anyone and everyone, including you, your friends, your family, your siblings. You should always bless them next time when you have that birthday party. You've been giving them some other kinds of gifts. This is a book that you can gift somebody. I've given you an idea now. You've been wondering, now what will I give this person for their birthday or whichever, maybe they're having a graduation. Just gift them this book. So this book, because this book will go more than maybe the money that will give that person. This book will change that person's life. It is a great book for anyone who is feeling stuck. We all feel stuck at one point in life, or the people who want to make change. Who doesn't want to make change in life? I want to make change in life. That's why this book is one of my go-getters. So this book is also helpful for people who are already successful but want to change their lives or take their lives to the next level. You are successful, yes. But do you want to take your life to the next level? Of course, yes. See, this is your book now. So some specific examples of people from those categories that I've talked about includes people who are struggling with their personal and professional life, people who want to improve their relationships, people who want to achieve their goals, whether they are big or small, and people who want to live a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Instead, this book is packed with everything about life. Whether it is knowing your purpose, your finances, working your finances, your health, your relationships, your beliefs, your emotion, the psychology, everything. This book has it all for you. So the target audience is so broad for good reason. His message is one of hope and empowerment. Robbins believes that everyone has the potential to achieve great things, and he provides his readers with the tools and resources they need to make their dreams a reality. So this book is intended for readers of all ages, whether they are children, as long as they are able to read. Even this book can also go to them and their backgrounds. It is written in a clear and engaging style, and it is free of jargon. This is not the kind of book that has scientific jargons and those heavy vocabularies. Robin uses stories and examples to illustrate his points, and stories and examples are easy to understand and to connect with. They are relevant to our normal life. He provides the readers with practical exercises to help them apply what they learn. It is a classic book. I tell you, this is a classic book that has helped millions and millions of people around the world. Are you the next million person who is going to get help from this book? Of course, yes. So why don't you go ahead? If you've been looking for a book that will inspire, motivate, and make you have that aha moment, this is the book, of course. Why don't you go for this book? I tell you, this book will never go wrong with this book. It has been received well, both positively and negatively. Why do I say negatively? Because of course, you even if you do good things 100%, the person that you do even good to, they'll always see something bad on you. Just take that one to the bank. Whichever good you do, there'll always be people who criticize you negatively. And that doesn't mean that negative criticism is bad. It is good if you have the right mindset. It helps you. If you take negative criticism well and positively, you'll improve your life. It is like a mirror of there are some things you cannot see about yourself. But if somebody critiques you negatively, it's a genuine negative criticism. That one is a mirror. That is something that you are not seeing, but they can see that. And you can use that negative criticism to build yourself and become better. So never always feel bad when people criticize you negatively. There's always a positive side to criticism. So my thoughts on this book is that this book is so valuable. It is full of insights and valuable, actionable advice. Robbins will give you tools and resources that you need to change your life. He will teach you how to identify and change your limiting beliefs, how to master your emotion, and how to set and achieve your goals. Nevertheless, Awaken the Giant Within is a great book for anyone who wants to achieve more in their life. It is full of valuable insights and actionable advice that can help you to create the life you want to live. So personally, after reading this book, and this is a book that will never stop reading. Really, how can you read this book once and then keep it in your shelf to gain that dust? No. This is a book that will continue reading. This is a book that will always continue gifting my children and my friends. This is the book that will never get off my hands, because this book has really changed my life. One of the things that I like about the book is that Robbins does not just tell us what to do. He explains the science behind it. Probably you've read so many books telling you, do this, you'll get finances, your health will be good, but they do not explain how. You see that? So Robbins now here does not just tell us what to do. He explains the science behind it, behind his advice, and he provides reasonable and clear real-world examples on how his techniques have worked for others. He makes the book more credible and persuasive. So that is one of the things that I like about this book the most. Another thing that I like about the book is that it is very comprehensive. You can bear me witness. Anything about life you can ever think about, it is in this book. He covers a wide range of topics, including personal development, self-mastery, goal setting, and relationships. This makes the book a valuable resource for anyone like you and me who wants to improve their life in any area. Of course, no book is perfect, as I've said. One of the criticisms of Awaken the Giant Within that I find, I also gave it a negative criticism. It is too long, and you expect that, of course. Robinson, for him to explain and expound every concept about life in detail and for us to understand it better, the book has to be long. So the book is too long, and Robinson's motivational style can be over the top. I can see how some people might find this to be true. However, I personally didn't mind the length of the book, and I found Robbins' writing style to be motivating. Some of the advice might be outdated. Remember, this book was published a long time ago. That is in 1990 something. I said that in part 1. For example, he recommends some things such as visualization and affirmations to achieve your goals. You can visualize and say all the positive affirmations, and that will help you achieve your goals. Well, these techniques can be effective. I'm not saying that they cannot be effective. They can be effective, but they are not a magic bullet. You cannot just imagine money come, visualize money come into your table, and then that money comes. It is not magic. It is not. If you want to achieve your goals, you need to take an action. You see that? So that's maybe another thing that I find. And but overall, the book is so great. It's a book full of practical advice and motivational stories that can help you and anyone to overcome their limiting beliefs and achieve their goals. I highly, highly, highly recommend it to anyone who wants to achieve more in their life. Do I have some other book recommendations for you apart from this one? Which other books can you go on with reading apart from this one? Yes, I have them. If you enjoyed Awaken the Giant Within, and I know from the summary that I'm giving you, you will feel that as if you've already read the book, which is good. The more you learn, the better for you. You can even go with these summaries that I give you. Go to our YouTube. Go to YouTube or go to our podcast, or even go to our website and read them or listen to them. The more you listen to this book, the more you'll feel as if you've read the book physically. So then now, after analyzing all those books, you can now be deciding which one will I pick next, which one will I buy as a hard copy, which one will I bless somebody with, which one will I stock in my library for my family, and so on. You see that? So, which are the books? Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. This classic explores finding purpose and meaning even in the darkest times. It aligns with Robbins' message of resilience and the power of human spirit. Another book is The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel. Another book is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Another book is The Magic of Thinking Big by David. Another book is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Another book is Daring Greatly by who? Daring Greatly, Brené Brown. Good. Mindset is another book by Carol Dweck, The New Psychology of Success. Another book is Emotional Intelligence 2.0 by Travis and Jean. Another book is The Power of Now by Toll. And the last book is The Alchemist by Paulo. Now, these are just book recommendations for you. Remember, these are not the only books that you can read after reading Awaken the Giant Within. There are so many books, but for the sake of this summary, I have 10 for you. I think there are 10, yes. And you can have we have summaries as a write-up. We also have them as a recording. Probably not all of them, but I know the 4 Agreements is already on our YouTube channel and our podcast. You can have a look at that. Now, because of the interest of time, I want to give you some practical, real life examples and practical ways that you can start implementing the knowledge and the lessons that you learn from this book. Remember the biggest takeaway from this book. The biggest takeaway is that you are the master of your own destiny. You have the power to design your life, overcome any obstacle, and achieve anything that you set your mind to. This book is all about that. This is not just a wishful thinking. The book will provide a practical roadmap with tools and techniques to help you identify and change your limiting beliefs, manage your emotions, and take that massive actions towards your goals. It is not about magic or instant gratification. It is about understanding the power of your thoughts, making conscious choices, and taking consistent action. It is about believing in your own potential and refusing to let fear or doubt hold you back. Remember the giant within. This is the part of you that represents your full potential. You have a giant inside you. The part that represents your full potential, your untapped strength, your ability to achieve incredible things, and the dreams that you desire. But this giant is very asleep, deep asleep, very dormant, and it is waiting to be awakened. And the key is awakening. The key is awakening, and the key to awakening, that is you. So the life that you so desire, it is deep asleep. The key is awakening it, and the key person to awaken it is you. So this book is an invitation to take responsibility for your life, to stop blaming circumstances or external factors, and to start taking control. It is a call to action, actually, a reminder that you have the power to create the life that you truly desire. Remember, the giant is within you, and it is not just a destination, it is a journey. It is about a continuous growth, learning, and evolving. It is about embracing the power within and using it to create a life of purpose, meaning, and fulfillment. So, are you ready to awaken your giant? Of course, yes. Of course, yes. So, let me wind up this part one with the specific ways we can apply the book's knowledge into real life. How can you challenge your limiting beliefs? For example, you can start by identifying that limiting belief. Like which one? I'm not good enough to get that promotion. Maybe that is one of your limiting beliefs. You tell yourself that I'm not good to get that promotion. Challenge it. How do you challenge it? Ask yourself, what evidence do I have for this? Maybe I'm just undervaluing my skills and experience. List those accomplishments and see how they stack up. See how you've challenged that limiting belief? Now you can now reframe it. Remember, I'm giving you from the knowledge from the book. How can you reframe that limiting belief? Tell yourself, I'm capable of learning and growing. I'll seek new challenges to develop my skills and position myself for that promotion. You've reframed your limiting belief. And which action can you take now after that? Enroll in a relevant course, network with industry professionals, request additional responsibilities at work. Yes, of course. Number 2, how can you master your emotions? You can begin by noticing the unwanted emotion that you want to change and master. For example, frustrations while you are stuck in traffic. How can you now go ahead to master that? Identify the trigger. How? You feel the powerlessness and out of control. You cannot move those vehicles. You are out of control. Now, how do you shift that perspective? Tell yourself, I can't control the traffic, but I can control my reaction. This is a chance to practice patience and mindfulness. Just simple. Always use that technique of deep breathing, visualization of calmness, and listening to uplifting music. That's how you'll have mastered your emotions, and that's how you will have won. How can you set your clear goals? You can have a vague goal like, I want to be healthier. Well, that's a vague goal. That's not a clear goal. How can a clear goal look like to you? For example, you can tell yourself, I will lose 10 pounds by 1st June through healthy eating and exercising 3 times a week for 30 minutes. You see how clear it is. You had a vague goal like, I want to be healthier. But another person with a clear goal says, I want to lose 10 pounds. I'm clear with the amount of pounds that I want to lose. By when? By 1st June. By doing what? Eating healthy and also doing what? Exercising. How many times? 3 times a week for 30 minutes. Look at how clear that goal is. And tell me you will not achieve what you desire. Then you can also go ahead and also break it down. How can you do that? Create a meal plan, research recipes, schedule workout sessions, and find an accountability partner. Great ways. Then you can track your progress, celebrate your milestones, adjust strategies as needed, stay focused on bigger picture, and so on. Now, how can you take massive action? Overcome procrastination on a task. For example, you can say, I'll just do it for 5 minutes. Then you can go ahead and break it into smaller steps. First, you'll brainstorm ideas for 10 minutes. Then you'll outline the main points. And then you can now go ahead to reward yourself for the progress. After completing this section, you can tell yourself that you'll take another 10-minute break to do something that you enjoy. Then you can build momentum and motivation, whereby small wins create confidence and drive you to keep going. So you can take massive action to anything that you've been procrastinating. For example, given that example, like telling yourself that I'll just do it for 5 minutes. So just you remember it's something that probably you cannot take 5 minutes, but you are procrastinating because of it, and so on. So that was just a summary of what is in the write-up. Please go to vidanmeds.com/blogs and search for Awaken the Giant Within summary. You'll find it there. I'll also leave a link on this write-up in our description below. But in the meantime, that is the end of part 2 and the end of this summary of Awaken the Giant Within by Anthony Robbins. I'd like to hear from you which part of this summary resonated with you the most, the thoughts about this book that you have, and which book that I've given as the recommendations, which one will you pick next. So like, subscribe, comment and share and support us in whichever way that you feel that it should be a blessing, and will continue blessing us and helping us take this message even further. Until next time, bye bye for now from Vidan Meds.